What up, what up, what up? Bandidos. What's cracking? TGIF, February 21st. What are you guys up to? Playing the Division 2? Good for you. Let's get back in here. Let's take the governor off this motherfucker, huh? Let's see what we got going on. So, events. Looks like Polarity Switch is still going. All right, we can take advantage of that. So 4 days, 6 hours left. And this should close out the season. So, we do have a dev live stream coming on the 24th, which is a Monday. And, you know, I didn't check what time that was going to be. Let me look again. They're just going to basically walk us through everything we already know. But it's always good to have a little bit of FaceTime. There's always some surprising nuggets in there, isn't there? I'm hoping it's not going to be 6 a.m. I don't know how they do that. Why do they do that to us? You know what I mean? They do some crazy fucking hours. Let's see here. Show more, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it's going to be 7:30 in the morning Pacific time. Is that kind of weird to you guys that they do that? I mean, I don't think it's... yeah, it is Hook, for sure. It's pretty unique. I mean, if you have nothing else to get, then for sure. They buffed it too, making it pretty interesting, actually, for PvE now as well. But yeah, don't you guys think that's weird? I think they should like line it up with Pacific time, not Eastern time. Unless they know something I don't, but which is probably a lot. But you know, they a lot of games line up with the Pacific time, so that everybody attends, right? Because if you do it too fucking early, then that's really hard on the Pacific time. So if you do it at 9, then you can catch the East Coast on their lunch break, right? If you do it around there, and you know. I don't know what that says for the West Coast people, but it's a Europe thing. But you know, the Koreans give us our, you know, our time zone, right? Yeah, we're supposed to get more stash space. That's supposed to happen. Probably for somebody like you, Sick, it would be a full 100 slots, but it's 50 slots for owning the Woni expansion, and then another 50 slots for owning the year 1 pass. And I need it. I need it. I mean, I'm not collecting gear anymore, but I still just, you know, busting out the seams. But I mean, I'm walking by gear nowadays. I don't care. Just because, you know, I don't really need anything anymore. But sometimes I'm farming for another build to make something, and I might be looking for one particular piece, and so I have to collect a dozen pieces as placeholders until I get the one I'm looking for, and blah blah blah, you know. And then we get new gear. That doesn't help either, right? So we can get a bunch of new gear, and then I'm not sure I've ever noticed this patrol schedules thing over here. Is it me? It's just new. I don't think I've ever really noticed it. It's so clear. Maybe it's kind of standing out to me. It's weird. I've never noticed that. I'm a dork. Okay, so there's that. So kind of a calm before the storm. So I didn't stream last weekend. I'm sure you noticed. That was because of Valentine's Day, though. And then all week I've been kind of quiet because I've been working on some videos. I've actually been trying to focus on the first Descendant this week because we have the new season 3, rolling out on Tuesday, the 25th. So I'm trying to put some hours into the first Descendant, give it some love, because it's on the tail end of the first part of its second season. So this is what's kind of going on in the gaming world, in our gaming world. So the first Descendant is kind of on the tail end of where it's at, and there's not going to be any major updates until like around March 13th, give or take, where the second episode of the season starts, which is going to have a new Game Pass and all the other fun stuff. So that's going to be busy time. So that gives me enough time to kind of sink my teeth in to our season 3 for the Division on the 25th. So between the 25th and March 13th or whatever, that's enough time. We'll probably get through the rewards track. I imagine we'll probably unlock all of the gear, come up with a couple of builds, and then what, right? And then what? It's a repeat. And it's kind of what I'm going to be talking about a little bit here over. What up, Sarah? Over the next couple of days, I'm going to put a video out, hopefully before Tuesday. What sucks is that we're going to get their special report on Monday. Now, maybe there's something in there I'd like to include in this video, but I'm going to be talking about, season 3 and, is it a good time to return or to start the game? I mean, if you're already committed to the game, then yeah, you're going to be playing season 3 probably, right? But I want to do one of those videos because it's kind of it's an interesting transition time because it's I don't know how I want to describe it. It's kind of like there is no major thing happening between season 2 and 3. That's what's kind of interesting to me because it's not interesting. Does that make sense? But there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to experience, and I do think season 3 is going to be better than season 2 in so many ways. I actually believe that. I think that season 2, unfortunately, they threw a lot of stuff out there. They didn't have the manpower, they never do, to revise things or iterate things based on feedback. So they just collect all that feedback and hopefully we see it the following season. That's how things roll around here, right? Just kind of, it sucks because you burn through a whole season of people being pissed off and leaving the game, and they learn from that and then they fix it the next season, but they already lose all those players, and it's their circumstance, what up, Parabellum? And I think things are getting worse. I mean, it's Rumorville, but Palais, I don't know if you saw his tweet, but he alluded to the fact that he had to say goodbye to a bunch of co-workers today, and it was hard, and he's expecting a bunch more goodbyes in the near future. So people are quitting or getting let go. He didn't specify, but he just said, people had to move on. He works, I don't know if he works for any other game, but he's the main guy behind all of our cosmetics and our weapon skins and all that stuff. So when he says had to say goodbye to people on the team, I assume he's referring to the Division 2. You know what I mean? But so my point is that, don't want to go into the doomsayer talk or anything like that, but my point is that this team is tight on resources, and so when we have these seasons and not everything is perfect, we have to wait a really long time to get things resolved, and that's painful, right? And one of the things I want to talk about in this video I'm going to be putting out probably this weekend, or at the end of the weekend, is that, I was actually kind of pretty disappointed by the end of season 2, Generally, I enjoyed season 2. I thought it was a really good season for me because I like the modifiers. They were painful at first, but once you get the hang of them, and I also know that we're going to look forward to a better version of the modifiers because they're taking away or changing the hostile modifiers, and that was the worst part about them. So I'm looking forward to next season's modifiers. But one of the things that really got me was how the season ended. And it's obviously we're still in here. It's that, the climax mission, I was kind of expecting more than what it was. I feel like it was a little bit more, well, it just panned out. I mean, I like it. It's a great mission. But 16 weeks of, milking this 1 week at a time with the scout just to get something that we've always had. So we've always had a climax mission. And so I felt like it was marketed to us as if it was going to be something different and new and exciting, but it wasn't. It was the same. That's basically saying we have a climax mission. We've always had a climax mission for the most part, right? Not every season. Some seasons we didn't have anything at the tail end, but many of them we did. Most of them we did, I would say. Where they took an existing mission and then they handcrafted some content around it to go with the manhunt. That's what we got. That's what the climax mission is. So the reason why it feels different is because what came along with it was the new master difficulty, and that clouds and convolutes the subject, which is why I don't think a lot of people are, talking about it. I think a lot of people aren't talking about it because master difficulty and the climax mission are two different things. Master difficulty is just an option to replay that mission under that difficulty. And I like the difficulty. I appreciate it. I enjoy it because it's similar to Legendary in many, many ways, except you're not fighting the Black Tusk. Or the White Tusk. And that's cool. You know what I mean? Because wouldn't it be cool to do Legendary with just not the Tusk? So Legendary True Sons, Legendary Hyenas, Legendary whatever. You know what I mean? So we're almost there. We almost have that. It's almost Legendary Hyenas. It's not, but it's almost, And so I like that. I like the master difficulty. I wish, and we will eventually have it in more places, and I look forward to that, But it was marketed to be so much. It was marketed in a way that I was expecting something different. So that's part of what the letdown was. But, I'm also not surprised, So it didn't hurt that much. You know what I mean? My expectations are low. But the part that really got me in the end was the fucking audio bug. You know what I'm talking about? The audio bug. Like Reaper was there. Remember we were playing that Reaper that day? This was last week, and we played the whole fucking mission without audio. The whole mission. I streamed it, and how lame is that? You know what I mean? Where you guys are having to watch this whole stream of me playing this mission, and I had logged out, logged back in, and whatever. And it's just like, and I was thinking about it, and it's been happening for a while, this audio bug. So we had it a long time ago, not that long ago, but when they brought in the new rifle feature, the fully automatic thing. And then it's kind of come and gone, but it looks like they brought it back with the latest patch, which was a week before the climax mission. I think it was the Valentine's Day patch. And, I was just like, fuck, this sucks, man. It sucks to have that bug in the game. It's not that you can't resolve it because you can hard restart. And I think that's ultimately the resolution for it. But like, if you're in the middle of a fucking mission or something like that, you know what I mean? You can't just do that, And so, and it progressively gets worse. It's not something where you start the game and like, oh, I got no audio, let me restart real quick. It starts out fine, and then something happens, like you go to a certain checkpoint and you put on, I don't know what triggers it. But then you notice like there's an element missing, and it takes you a few minutes to realize that. And then something else goes and something else goes. And then over time you have no fucking audio. And that, at the end of the day, what irritates me about it is not that the bug exists. What irritates me about it is that it just goes, right? And that's what, why I started out this little mini rant here. Where I started, where it's about a small team, and when they have the things that they learn from, it's like, okay, we'll see you next season, we'll fix it next season, and it's kind of like that with these bugs too, right? So a full month easy with that audio bug, because for me, I was thinking about it. It started before the February patch, but I just noticed it more. I think that's probably the way I should describe it. So I don't know. So anyway, so I want to talk about that a little bit because that's you know, part of the conversation, should you play, you know, season 3? I mean, if you're already playing the game, then obviously. But if you have taken a break and you're thinking about coming back, I mean, these are some of the things that we have to deal with, and it does kind of pull from the experience. So just gonna keep it real around here. Oh, let's turn on this event. I should have did that earlier. And then let's figure out what we want to run with. So that being said, we have the 25th launching season 3, and then what is it, like 3 days later, Monster Hunter Wilds hits, and I think that game is gonna go off the hinges. I think they're gonna pull a lot of players from all sorts of games on that for that one. It's getting a lot of, I mean, they did betas, and so that's really good, right? And that last beta was pretty fresh, man. You know what I mean? So like, people got into it and they see the experience and they felt the experience. They know what they're getting, you know? So on that one, I think the hype is real, you know? And it's a series, right? So it's not like the first time ever, here we are with Monster Hunters. Oh, maybe the game will hit, maybe it won't. There's already got a following. And it's one of those breakthrough editions. You know, it's one of those games that's catching the eye of people who didn't play the earlier versions. And so I think that we're going to see a lot of Division people playing that game. I think we're going to see a lot of people from the First Descendant playing that game. It attracts the same audience. People that are playing Path of Exile are going to play that game. Yeah, you know, it looks interesting. I don't know if it's my style. I'm on the fence on whether I want to even try it. It looks cool, though. It looks really cool. It does. But you know, I like, how do I say, like a more quantity of enemies than just one big guy all the time. You know what I mean? Like every now and again, a big bossy monster is cool, whatever, but like all the time, you know? I don't know, any of you guys thinking about playing it? Okay, so what do we got to do with this one? Polarity switch. Positive, negative. Our armor's gonna glow on this one, right? I think we can blast through this one. Let's see what gear I have on me right now. I need to reorganize all my stuff. It's a mess. I can't switch because my inventory is full. Review. Yeah, but Exoborn, I think, is Steam only, isn't it? PC only, Milo? It does look cool, though. It does look cool. I'm a little mixed about the PvE, PvP concept. I feel like those games don't hit as hard as I want them to, is maybe the best way to say it. I mean, it's basically what the Dark Zone is, right? It's PvP, PvE. Excuse me. No, a lot of them, Walter, mine personally, the one I'm in personally, I don't think anybody raids. I don't know, do you guys? But as far as our clans go, yeah, they do. Some of them are almost exclusively raiders. We have a lot of clans. So, I don't know. What is it, guys? Like 8 on PlayStation right now? Xbox is like 5 or 6. And then PC, I don't remember. Thank you. Lazy event, weapon swapping. Is this the one that's good for team play? Which one was the one that was good for team play? I can't remember now anymore. Was that Guardians? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm looking for... Guardians. Yeah, Hollywood and Guardians. I didn't play Hollywood this time around. So I'm planning on just kind of plowing through the Polarity dealio here. So I'm just gonna start with this build. We'll see where we end up, but all right. I got a blue arm. I'm really liking my duck mask, I'm not gonna lie. Did everybody get this thing yet? Ducks! Speaking of, I want to change this backpack though. Not in Valentine's Day mood. There we go. Nothing better than a shoot here backpack.
Polarized hostiles in proximity.
Yeah, so I think how we did this in the past is like we want that first kill shot on the matching color, and then from there we just go ham. Is that not the right color? Oh, I'm blue. Sorry. Yeah, I said that earlier, didn't I? I shot the yellow guy. And now I'm yellow. Assholes. Oh. I gotta remember what button does which. And I gotta reset my controller to the right setting. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. I feel like B is roll, isn't it? That's what I was trying to do. Maybe I can't roll sideways. Can you not roll sideways? The fuck? Hold on. Oh, it's A. Shit. All right. Double tap A, thanks. God, I get reprogrammed. Old fart. Switching games reprograms me. All right, here we go. I feel like that first shot should be a kill shot, though. Take these guys' turrets, man. Oh my god, that grenade toss is bullshit. Do you see that shit? Came Bouncing along. Like how there's always this crew that shows up. Impeccable timing is all.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
You guys aren't worth the trouble.
Reinforcement complete.
Finally, you guys shut up, huh? What color am I? This guy's aim here is pretty damn good, huh? How are you guys feeling about the new exotics? So we got the ox pecker. What do we get? What was the other one? Gloves? Gloves, right? And anybody remember what they give us? The cow dick, meh. Yeah, I mean, the only way the cow dick is gonna be not meh, is if your build is so strong that what else are you gonna run kind of situation. And that could be the case with modifiers, right? I see that being a possibility. God, why do you move like that? I think on its own, it'd be like, no way I would run that SMG. Like, you know, no way. And that's what I was kind of saying, like, you know, if you don't run modifiers, like, some of the gear just doesn't make sense because they're kind of all themed, right? And I'm cool with that, you know, I'm cool with that. You like the provocator? Sorry, trying to figure out how to say it. Provocator, provocator. Depending on what side of the pond you're from. Yeah, it didn't do anything for me, sadly. But I think that maybe if you like that gear set, what is it? Is it Cavalier? Is that the one? Like if you're a fan of Cavalier, then you might like it. If you find that one good. Or maybe there's a PvP application too. A lot of people might like it for that. Especially since the idea of PvP is to get out of cover, stand in front of each other, and duke it out. So, if that's the case, you know, those builds
Incoming hostiles detected.
could find that one handy. It's about who's got just that last sliver of health, right? But if you run it on a PvP, I feel like if you're running it in PvE and run it with a protection from elites build, it's a little deceiving because you're like, oh my, it does help a little bit. It does, right? And but compared to what you're getting from the protection from elites, it's negligible. You know, it's not saving you. And so it can be kind of deceiving, I think, because it looks like, oh wow, oh my god, I'm a god, you know, I'm godly, I feel great, you know, but that's just the protection from elites mods. It's doing all the work, and it'll make that look better than what it is. Because I thought the same thing when I first put it on. I was like, oh, the first build I put it on with, outside of master difficulty, because I did run in master difficulty. Just to highlight it, but I didn't have anything to compare it against because that was a new difficulty. So the first build I guess genuinely tested it against was in heroic content, and then I just did a PvE, protection from elites build, basically pushing it to max. And I was like, my first impressions were like, oh my god, no way, this is so good, right? And then I was like, wait a second, is it? And then I stood in front of a purple guy and let him put a couple of bullets into me, and I was like, no, it's not. I was like, holy shit, that purple guy just ripped me a new one, you know? So I was better off without it and just putting something to damage there, or you'd even be better with Unbreakable, but I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something I'm not seeing too, of course. It's very possible. So, but the reason why I basically gave up on it was because, well, I mean, I can force it and find like this one build, you know, but the thing is, the reason why I didn't in the end was because, well, one, we're going to lose these modifiers next season, and these ones are stronger than we have next season. The ones we have now, they're stronger than next season's. Next seasons are more interesting, but this season's are more powerful. So I was like, it's not worth creating a build for it in the last couple of weeks that you can't create anymore, you know, because it would heavily lean in on that to make up for the loss of power, because we only have 3 slots, right? We have 4 talents. We have our backpack, our weapon, and our chest piece. So I was like, that's where it loses in the end. It's just like, you're not going to lose your chest piece talent for something that's marginal. I mean, you'd be better off with the tardigrade, which is a bug, by the way, isn't it? Isn't the tardigrade a little bug that doesn't die? Very hard to kill bug. Why is this guy impenetrable? I should be running my nemesis like full time. What am I doing? Zing! Yeah, or the catharsis, or the memento, exactly, right? Any of those, or even the Centurion holster, right? Everybody forgets about that one because it's so new, but that's a great holster. And it's great for tank builds where you need some sort of damage lift, you know, because you got to have some sort of balance. But if you are going to go all tank, then maybe. But, you know, my argument against that is like, well, the Foundry chest is better than that, you know, because Foundry Bulwark is pretty strong as it is, and that chest boosts it. I think you'd get more value out of that. So, like anywhere else, it could have been, you know, a viable concept, right? Like on your knees. It would have been great for the knees because it could replace one of your improvised gear pieces if you're going to go all in on protection. So, you know, that's its biggest problem. It's the slot. It's not that it's not godly powerful. That's, yeah, it can't be, right? I think they should have left it at 35 though, before they nerfed it. But yeah, if it was in a better slot. This fit? The duck fit? I did drop the video on this. It's the mask one. How to get the duck mask video. Got my yellow shoes. No yellow pants, Reaper, no yellow pants. I'm gonna run a Nemesis just because I like it. Yeah, it's harder, but it's more fun. And then let's switch something because we don't need to run 4 pieces here. Commies would actually be good, getting more duration out of my... Oh, you know what we should probably do? Let me do this. Let me get rid of the memento. We'll put on the Yuled Ninja. And then breaking point. It's not that one. So we're in hot shot, get the weapon handling. And then 2 pieces of breaking point. Yeah. Something like that. Well, you're getting there, gangs. There you go. Welcome. But that's what we should be saying when that's an appropriate response, huh? Welcome. Okay, so this gives me the headshot damage and the handling and the marksman rifle damage. So I'm after the handling there. And then 1 piece here gives me the handling and headshot damage. I'm not going to overdo it on handling, but... and then we have the double halves. But I'm going to swap this out to like a Bellstone. So we have some armor on kill. And just to run something well-rounded, you know? So let's do... this one, and then I'll swap out the Hasbro for some headshot damage. And then I'll put a protection from elites on this one. There we go. And then I'll put a protection from elites on the backpack too, actually. And that's what's nice about running the Nemesis. It's so strong. It frees up some space for something more interesting. It just takes a little practice, you know. Don't get frustrated if you're not used to the Nemesis. You get the hang of it, you know.
Detected. The control point in proximity.
It's kind of this muscle memory and how long you need to hold the trigger. Because once you activate Headhunter, you don't need to hold the trigger as long. You don't need to charge it as long. That's really where you're learning. That hit. That one didn't. There it is. He had to get that one out, didn't he? What up, snakes? Oh, you do, gangs? Right on. That's what I play on, too. So what were you playing before you were playing The Division? Do I not have chat on? Oh, let me turn it on. There you go. So, you know, the devs were talking about trying to introduce new, like, seasonal event concepts. Man, I hope that they get to that soon. I'm a little torn by the calendar thing. I mean, I want our seasons to be faster, but at the same time, like, that extra month allows you to make more use out of the modifiers. Now that they're here, not going away anytime soon. Because if they hit, especially if they hit, now if they suck, then you're like, oh man, I'm waiting for the season to end, right? So I can get a new fresh batch. But if they hit, then you're like, man, I got some cool builds. I don't want to lose these builds. What? That was a hit. Where'd you come from, bro? Says the guy shooting splooge at my face.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Hey, how that foam changes your fucking view. Got his ear. Too soon. More like Golden Bullet. Oh, your old account got hacked? Oh, that sucks. Did you say that in the stream the other day? Somebody else said that their account got hacked. Or was that you? Or in a video. Maybe it was a comment. I think it was a stream. So I remember saying, oh, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Because that does suck. Oh, man, that'd be like my nightmare. I'm going to start all over. Oh. I mean, there's just some things you're not gonna get back, right? All your raid exclusive shit, eagle bears and stuff. I mean, unless you did all that, and oh man, I don't want to do that all again. God, who hacks accounts, man? Who does that? Who hacks video game accounts so they can sell them like dumb? I mean, how much can you make in that kind of business? It can't be worth it. If it is, let me know and I'll figure out how to do it. Ruin people's lives. Oh, you're not dead, dude. How's this thing still shooting at me? There, finally. I think I landed that. Ulox, what's up, man? I just been working on some videos. Sometimes the schedule gets a little tough because I get up really early, and so I want to stream, but I got to get my video out of the way, right? And sometimes it takes multiple days to create a video depending on what I'm covering before I can stream, but I have to get the video out of the way, and then, you know, like, I'll basically run a full shift and I'm like zonked out because I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. So, and I usually stream like typically no earlier than 4 o'clock my time. So that puts me at like a 12-hour day already by the time I get there. Ugh, it's kind of rough. And then I got to make dinner for my kids. And so I go in to make dinner and then I'm pooped out. But it's on me. I just really enjoy getting up really early in the morning to get my work done. I feel like I have more clarity at that hour, you know, for making videos and figuring out what I want to say and, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, for build videos and stuff like that, I mean, that's simple. There's not much to it. But when I'm doing videos like the one I put out yesterday morning, I think, on the first Descendant, which was like, how do you say it? Almost like a review, a bazillion hour review. I don't know, whatever, but it was an analysis video. So it took a little bit more brain power to squeeze that one out. And then on top of that, I'm trying to take it a little bit easy this week because that's why this one's titled The Calm Before the Storm, because it's gonna get crazy. And you know, you guys know how I do it. Like, we got new gamer music playlists coming out, new intros coming out. That we're gonna stream the dev chat. Then I gotta do a recap on the dev chat. And then we got day one that launches it's supposed to launch at 3 in the morning. So I don't go to sleep that night so that we can be first thing in, experience it together. And then you know what happens? They fucking delay. So then it's like really bad, and then I got to do a day one video, and so and then Monster Hunter's right behind it. I don't know if I'm going to cover Monster Hunters, but I'm mentally reserving the space. What's good with you, Locks? I think it's gonna be a good summer for video games, though, overall. I think we'll probably see our DLC in, assuming it comes out, in fourth quarter. So end of October, I think, is when we'll see that. Which, good and bad, right? But the good side is that we won't feel conflicted with this, whatever summer games end up on the roster.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Yeah, Tuesday is launch day, Sarah. Yeah. Monday, we'll be streaming the live stream, which I don't expect to see anything new there. But we'll look at the balance changes that they made from the coming out of the PTS. And I'm sure they got nothing but praise in the PTS because that's all I heard. What'd you guys hear? This is OP. It's OP. It's so fucking OP. It's OP. Best exotic in the game. Right? Is that all you guys heard? That's all I heard. I had to tune out the noise because that's what we hear every season. Which is, it's okay to have you feel good about it. There's nothing wrong with that. But they also need the constructive feedback. But that being said, do the devs actually listen? Not trying to sound negative here, but I have come to the conclusion that the whole point of the PTS is not to receive feedback on like the unique value that the weapon is bringing, but more of like, is it actually working or is it bugged? That's all they're testing at this stage. It's rolled out. They don't have the budget, right, to scratch a concept and redevelop it. I mean, we still have the Sacrum Imperium. We're never gonna forget. Never gonna forget that fucker. Come on. That sucked. What were the gloves? Did somebody say what the gloves were? I can't remember what they were, the other exotics. Yeah, Grumpy says they have a neat effect, but they're forgettable. Exactly, I forgot them. What they are. They make a smoke bomb. That's right. That's right. And everybody was calling them OP. That's one of the OP pieces of gear. Everybody was like, OP, OP, OP. But you know, you could just run the memento and, you know. I mean, that's the interesting thing about the exotics. I don't know if I'm going to do one, Kadrian. That's a good question. I'm contemplating it. because I get asked for I've been getting asked for months for an updated one because I've done one already, right? I mean, it's about time because they reworked some of the exotics, and so that's why I'm considering it because of the reworks. I mean, some of them gotten like really good, right? What was the one that got really good? Came out of nowhere. Oh, the Chatterbox is one of them, right? The Chatterbox got really good. The Chameleon got better. I don't know if it's good enough to move its place, but because I don't remember where I put it, but it got better. The Catharsis got better. Did any of them change categories though? Of course, we got the new ones. The St. Elmo's goes down in rank. The HUD should be able to be moved, yeah. I had mine moved at some point, and they reset it for me, like a bunch of assholes. So let's see here. Layout 1, layout 2, boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Cycle, and get to this one. Select that. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah. So I actually like to put this right in the center here. There you go. So I can look directly up. Better for my eyes. Can I just pin it? There we go. Yeah. Is that what you meant? I'm on the Xbox, so I don't know if there's a bug that's preventing you from doing it, but Bighorn is better, you're right. Yeah, they fixed a couple of things on that, didn't they? Oh, and you know that Centurion holster would probably be up there, man. A tier at least. That's a good holster. I'm using the Nemesis. It's a beast. The Mantis is actually easier for these situations. Let me show you that case. Because this is a little fucking beast, too. Unlimited decoys. And it's just fast, right? I almost run the Nemesis for the challenge, you know, to make it a little bit harder. So you have something to master, work on. But unlimited decoys is a big deal. It really is. It changes the behavior, the crazy AI. Makes them easy pickings. See? All their heads are just hanging out there for me, right? And then I'll throw out another one. It's unlimited decoys. They're just hanging out there, waiting to die. No cartwheels. Oh, the Nemesis is... how do you get the Nemesis? Well, the easiest way to get it is to buddy up with somebody. Where the loot is snipers. Or you can set the targeted loot, like countdown. And then have them gift it to you. The traditional way to get it is the quest. You have to craft it. It's similar to how you crafted the Liberty and the Chatterbox. It's like one of those kind of quests, except this one, there's a lot more to it. One of the most important things is you got to get the Adrestia, and then I think you got to dismantle the Adrestia, if I remember right. And that gives you the part. It gives you a part, and then it kicks off the rest of the Nemesis quest, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and then from there, it's about rotation and invaded. So you have to do invaded strongholds. Is it strongholds? Or is it just invadeds to get all of your parts? I think the quest tells you to once you unlock it. It might just give you the part list, but it comes down to invadeds. So most people, it takes quite a bit of time to complete the quest because it's kind of based on the rotation of those invadeds. And the reason why it's kind of fuzzy is because I did it a very long time ago. It's totally worth it though. I'm not super into weapons that are built and only built on power because they usually get dated by something that eventually comes out that's stronger. The Nemesis hasn't. It maintains as a special use case weapon, and it can also be used as an everyday sniper too. And even more, it's kind of like Striker in many ways for me, where it brings all the damage to the table that you need for the most part, that you can get really creative with your build because of that. So you can run lots of hazard protection or lots of weapon handling, like I am right here. I got lots of weapon handling on this build. So yeah, that's what makes it kind of special there. Cold run. There we go. This lady. But there's nothing better than the snap of a mantis. Snap. Snap. As I'm missing. Oh, how is that a miss? On that too? You guys are fucking with me. Come on, man. The hell? Getting hit by fucking rockets now? RPG! I'd like to take the Mantis into the Master. See what these decoys can do for me. Got rogues.
Agent detected. Hostile off your drone detected. Hostile blind firefly detected.
What's this dude throwing at me? Keener clones. God, I saw my bullet curve right there. The Nemesis is really good against rogues.
Agent eliminated. Supply room access unlocked.
No, I didn't bother to watch those, Milo. Just because I already knew how good the blue screen was. It is good. It's a great weapon. I think we had just done a video on it too, not that long ago, right? Was it Negotiators that we ran it? Yeah, me either, Thinker. We probably want to put on a little bit of bonus armor. I want to see how well they take the decoys, and if we can land enough shots to. They're pretty fucking tanky, aren't they, these dudes? So we're gonna want Palisades here instead. Probably 3 pieces. Hot shot, and then I'll go ahead and maybe run these death grips.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Yeah, ongoing director is pretty good. Pretty good. It always really has been. And they've made it better by buffing that chest, I think is what it was.
There might be some technical issues.
Look at 3 fucking rushers right out of the gate. He says, fuck you, right? Look at that. Fucking already discouraged. When you give me 3 fucking rushers. I'm stuck in here. Oh, fuck. Can't get out of this.
Immediate medical assistance
God
needed.
damn it.
Agent vital signs.
Some
0.
weird little crevice. Nook? Cranny.
Agent approaching the safe house.
Just a heads up. I didn't have much time to set up that turret. There might be some technical issues. Sorry about that.
God, I can't fucking land a shot. I know this song or dance. Jesus Christ. And they're really tanky. Finch. 2 hits. Fuck you. This isn't even worth it. It's not. They took the fun out of it. 3 rushers right away. Too close with the scope, man. They were rushers. That's their job, is to get close. What do you want me to tell them to do? Back up? Fucking hyenas. Yeah, it's the thing with the headhunter builds in there. Like, I was noticing that, like, they go hard and then they flop hard too. You know what I mean? So I ran the 1886 build. Oh, appreciate you locks.
Ha! That's my
the
boy.
donos, congrats. Everybody got a membership. Big boy. So I was running the 1886 in there, and I mean, we're just slaying, right? Just plam, dropping them. And then I can't remember what happened, but then we got to this moment where just like we were just getting our ass kicked just out of nowhere. And I think it's because, and that they might have done it on purpose, but I think that might have been what it was, where they like, it's not that they send a rusher every now and again, but they blitz you, right? It's like a blitz, a safety blitz. they pull up all the safeties to the line, you know what I mean? And they hit you all at the same time. And it's like, fuck, you know? And the problem is that they're so tanky, those ladies, all of them, right? They made them really tanky. Because, you know, they're not normal heroic. There's something else. Master. They're master level armor. So, in normal heroic, those ladies are usually one to break their helmet, and then another one to kill them, right? And the challenge is landing the shot because they're running at you. But I think in master difficulty, it's, well, from what we could see, even with the Nemesis, it's more than one headshot just to break the helmet. And when the helmet's broken, it's probably just one, but I can't remember now. So that's a lot of pressure on a weapon that's only got 8 in the mag, and then they send 3 of them at you, right? Right, at once. So that's why it, you know, when you're not dealing with that situation, you're crushing it, right? You're just like one at a time, you're taking these fools out. But if I remember right, when I felt like the build kind of collapsed on itself is when that situation happened, and I think it happens more than once throughout that mission. It's kind of frustrating. It works, but it's going to require you to be on your A game, you know? Plan for that situation. Where just running an assault rifle just ended up being just really making it a lot easier. In the end, when I ran it solo, that's what I did. I just ran an assault rifle. The Chameleon, as a matter of fact. That fucking gun wrecks in there, by the way. Because they're so tanky, you're cycling through your weapon stacks, which are only 65 now. And then you add this event in it, and they're even more tanky, right? I forgot about that. We probably could have used this event turned off when we were in there. Doesn't really do anything for me right now. Yeah, Chameleon with Striker has always been really good. Like, yeah, I like making the Chameleon a little bit faster. And, you know, it handles its own crits, right? It's really self-sufficient on the crit side, so... Where Striker kind of deprives you of the crit slots. Mostly because there's just not enough space to run crits, and then you end up having to run chest gun your chest, and then you lose your added survivability that you're gonna need, you know, where you could run palisades or something like that. This guy blew himself up again. You locked in the house. Let me know if you need me to turn on directives or anything like that. I'm just kind of cruising along here.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
No guy's shooting me in the back. Come on. You didn't see me bouncing there? That's this dude shooting me. That guy. Get some! Save our man! Save our man! Come on. Get the loot. Hey, I just got another one of those AKs. Have you guys used that AK yet? First sight?
Supply room access unlocked.
Fear mode says it's all right. Did you try running it with what do you call it? The scope on the chest one focus? Ooh, it's got its own skin, huh? I've gotten a few of them actually. They've been dropping. Let me get something on here and we'll try it out. See if I got this focus chest. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't really turn me off the 3 mod slots thing, you know? A lot of good weapons that don't have all the mod slots. Yeah, I would like more though. All right, let's see where that is. 4080. All right. What talent am I wearing? In sync. Yeah, we don't want that. Killer to be okay. Any of them would be okay. Stabilize would be nice. You know what? What's the one that the Born Great has? Stabilize. Yeah, let me try that one. Is he gonna sue me for wearing his raincoat? Damn it. Call my lawyer. Got to call my lawyer again. All right, let's go and get on to the next one here. Let's get this bad boy. Let's check out this build. I don't know if I have assault rifles selected. I probably don't. So let me swap that out. I've actually been meaning to try out this weapon. I know a lot of people were kind of saying they didn't like it or whatever, but I think a lot of that's because it's an AK. And I actually really like the AKs. You don't see me running them a lot anymore because they're kind of dated. Just because we got so many other good guns. Okay, we got assault rifles there, shotguns. Okay, but for a while, like I got into the AKs and the TKB, and I was turned off from them at the beginning of the game, early in the early game, because you know, the police M4 handled so much better and still does, right? But you can actually adapt really well to this weapon because the recoil is pretty linear, and so it's relatively easy to kind of wrap your head around it. The hyenas? What are the hyenas doing there? Real fucking steady, bro. Look at that shit. The wrong fucking color all the time. So that's kind of throwing off the test results here, but it's taking a lot more ammo than it needs to. Glad I can fucking see. Jesus Christ. I just killed myself. Hold on. Did you just throw your hive on me? I'm sorry. Internet killed you. Okay, let me get you up. I should just turn off this event. It fucking sucks. It's like half of your damage isn't even being applied. Every time you reload, that's why I was running the sniper, because every time you fucking reload, you switch polarities. It's like, okay, cool. So I got to come up with a build that never fucking reloads. Awesome. Snipers. And you end up with the sniper for like every global event. Yeah, that's fucking clean, though. I mean, there's other weapons that do that, too, so that's not unique. But the part that is unique is, I would actually... is the quantity of headshot that you get with this. And so it's not demonstrating it very well because my colors aren't matching on all of these dudes. But, like... you know, you just put a couple of headshots on these dudes and they're toast. Because I'm running the 8x scope, which is another 30% headshot damage. And then I'm running focus. And it's just a really nice little synergy. And I'm a big fan of focus on assault rifles. See that? And we got the event on, so there's a little bit of extra there, but... Every time you fucking reload, man. Ranger would be a good talent for this too. Just kind of playing on the deeper side, but I like the stability check. It's really good on weapons that are already strong. Let's see here. Probably, yeah, about the right amount of armor.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Kind of unusual. This is a hyena checkpoint, huh? Did they change the territories because of the master shit? That can't be right? God damn. Notice she didn't die. Fucker. Get him, Locks. Get him. The PFB builds and hives, not really. Shields, yes. Yeah, you want to run a shield. That's free armor for that type of build. Toast. There's nothing wrong with running the Reviver Hive. But if you're running directives, I wouldn't.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
What is SSDD? It's not coming to me right now. The wrong fucking color is annoying, huh? Sit there, beeps at you. Love double reloading. The match colors. Dumb. This event is kind of dumb, huh? I think I've always bypassed this event with the headshot build. All right, on fear mode.
Supply room access.
Glad you dug the perspective. Yeah, there was an article I missed that I caught afterwards. I wish I would have got it in there, but the devs had their earnings call, and there's some quotes in there that would have been good to add in the video, but they literally said on the earnings call that revenue fell short because the lack of fresh content. They literally said that. It's just like, it is people that argue it. Like, what do you guys expect? Like, 7 years of content in a game that's 7 months old? It's like, well, the devs literally said that they fell short on revenue because there was lack of fresh content, But just saying. It's funny that people argue that because I feel like we got a consensus there, right? Like what do you don't no. It's not an opinion. No. You know what I mean? It's a fact. It's a fact, buddy. Ulox, you want to play with this event or should we turn it off? Is it more annoying to you? Let me know. I kind of don't like it. I feel like I'm wasting time. Why is my ensnare duration white? Is it always white? Yeah, I guess it was. Let's turn this off if you don't mind, Ulox. I just don't want to kill your farming here if you're farming this event. But if we and then let's try mastery. How do I get into this menu this way? Now that I'm running an assault rifle build. Then I'll turn on modifiers so that we can catch on fire every other bullet. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm enjoying the First Descendant. Like, I'm really rooting for that game. I'm really liking it. I have been having fun in the Purge. Like, I've been farming the shit out of 30. And one of the things that's fun at level 30 is that one of the things that's fun about it is that I feel like for the first time, there's been some team synergy going on. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn on modifiers here. So equip, where people are, thinking about a Lepic build or an Enzo build and really kicking in, and you feel like everybody's kind of doing their part. So it's kind of neat. It's neat. Yeah.
Local power grid compromised.
I'll matchmake for this. See if we get a full team in here. I thought I saw somebody talking up bravery, gear set. Oh no, though. Yeah, I don't think they did a very good job of those. I think there's a bigger picture to that, though. I gotta say. Like if you saw the stuff coming out of the dev Q&A. They're thinking about, for example, well, we got a new system. God, sorry, I'm trying to get this into master and then matchmake. Okay. There's a new system coming out where we're going to be able to modify our external components. So I think there's a little bit of something that has something to do with it. Probably not going to modify the 4-piece bonus part, but
Agent has joined your group.
some of these stats are going to probably go up, I guess. They may rework the whole system, so it might just be a temporary change to buy us time until that system comes out, which is going to be in season 2, episode 2. Yeah, that's why I don't think they touched the base stat, because I think we're going to be able to modify those because of the system. That's what I'm saying. I think it's an intermediate change. There we go. Let's make sure I got still gone. Yeah. And then instead of this, I'll go ahead and run a reviver because who knows. And we do have some more external components. But yeah, I think that we're going to be able to change the health, or sorry, the shield and armor into HP. So I think that's going to be something. And then...
Classes, agent approaching the safe house.
Just a heads up. I didn't have much time to set up.
I don't
that
know, though,
turret.
other than
There
that.
might be some technical issues. Sorry about that.
Cuts through them like butter, baby. Probably people coming up behind me, though, aren't there? Yep.
Vital signs critical.
Just broke my shield. They breaking shields easy nowadays, man. Fuck.
Another agent is now in your group. Immediate medical assistance.
Fuck. How?
Agent down. An agent has left your group.
Getting our asses cooked at the fucking entrance here.
Another agent has joined your group.
It's annoying that spawn behind us. I mean, that's fucking crazy. That my DPS isn't good enough. That's fucking crazy, man. I mean, am I running a 4-piece striker? I'm pretty sure I am, right?
An agent needs assistance.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm out of here.
You have
Oh, it's because we have a lot going on, Klondike, next week. So we got a new season launching for the Division 2. And then, what's going on, bud? And then we got, we got Monday, we got the devs revealing it. And then Tuesday, we got the new season coming out. So there's a bunch of videos that'll come out with that stuff. And then on the 28th, just a couple of days later, Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. Also crazy. Oh, we gotta reset.
Hostile control point identified.
Yeah, some of those farms, Recon, they're artificially to keep you busy. I mean, like the devs know those things suck and they want to fix them. They've even said so in their live stream on many of the things. It's like the metal fragments as an example, right? They want to buff that, but they can't right now. Because if they buff it, there's the irony here, right? If they buff it, then we're not going to have anything to do. Because it's a stupid problem to have, right? Which is kind of why I've kind of been doing like the minimum requirement for cores. You know, like how many weapons that I unlock the cores for. Because I know they're going to nerf that system. I don't want to sit here and grind my ass off of something that's going to get a lot easier. So I've only done the weapons that I'm using all the time. Like 4 or 5 of them. Really, it's like 3, but then a couple extra. But yeah, it's a stupid problem to have, right? Like it's like if you didn't have metal fragment, if they came a lot easier, you're gonna whip through all your weapons, and then you're gonna be like, now what do I do? Obviously, that's a problem they're fixing, right? That's a problem that they're fixing. For season 3. But if you don't have anything to grind for, then you don't have anything to play. That's what's insane, right? Because that's how the game is structured. It's built on the grind. It's built on the monetization system. Instead of being built on the gameplay. Yeah, it feels pretty good, man. It's just this weapon. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, you don't need the headshot damage that bad. That's the problem. But it's got a nice base weapon damage. I mean, like a year ago, this weapon would have been goated for sure. Before other things came out, like the Born Great. Feels good though, digging it. Like I could run it and enjoy it, and it could be my gun. Where? How the? Yeah, so one of the other things that they're doing is they're considering not adding any more levels to the Purge. So it might stay at 30, and then they're going to modify augment the existing levels somehow. And they may eventually bring some of the skill damage back into it after they buff or rebalance the remaining characters.
Supply room access.
Yeah, right, Grumps. You don't want to farm more cores to farm more cores, just so you can farm more cores. Exactly. Yeah. And level 10s are going to be a lot easier to get too, by the way. See in episode 2, 10 cores. Might as well wait for those. The one gun that I perfected ended up being a perforator mostly, but the perforator and the smithereens. What else? The garden, secret garden, basically just to make me faster kind of thing. Added some crits, of course. The clairvoyance is actually worth it if you like Biesa. Hey, you know, one of the things I noticed, you know how you can turn off explosions for yourself now? It actually, it's kind of a bummer, you know, to have to do that. Because it affects more than your weapons. It affects, like, Biesa's ice explosions. Like her ice explosion, so there's no impact. So you threw out your ice, and it looks like it goes through them, and then they just die. And so you're wondering, like, did that even work? Did it work? You know, especially if they don't die, because sometimes they don't if they're really tanky. And so you wonder if it even hit them or if you missed, because there's no impact explosion from her ice. Yeah, I have to turn it back on too. Plus, I mean, the visual effects are kind of part of the satisfaction. I mean, I want both, right? I want to see my target and I want my visual effects. It's lame to turn off your visual effects. So it's like, I feel like maybe like things that like highlighting the enemies, right? Like pulsing them in a way when you're targeting them. I feel like that would be a neat little trick. Get around it.
Detected. Location.
That's one gun. Yeah, the elements and stuff like that, yeah. And the damage numbers, yeah. I have my damage numbers on, but I don't have my elements on right now. The icons. But they are helpful, right? You're like, oh, it's just a nice visual to say, okay, it's applied, it's good, it's working. I know my shit's working, right? That thing was wailing on me back there. Didn't know if you noticed.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah. Offset would be a good idea, Grups. Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad to be using guns. You know what I mean? It's nice to have guns back in the game. And there's a lot of people up there at level 30 kicking ass, man. Like I'm matchmaking like no problem up there, you know? And the teams are coming in good, you know? I mean, you have to be up there, right? I mean, that's what's kind of cool about it. Like, I mean, it's pretty hard to get carried. I mean, it's possible, but I think you'd be frustrated. Like, who wants to get to level 30 being carried the whole way without like having good survivability, or which in your case is damage, right? Be a horrible experience. But once you got your build optimized, it's like it's pretty fucking easy, which is quite a change if you think about it, you know. And they nerfed some stuff and whatever, but in the beginning it was pretty fucking hard. And I thought it was always going to be hard, you know? I mean, I knew we were going to improve our builds and whatever, but fuck, when you get your build optimized, it's like a weapon, that is. When your weapon gets optimized, it's like, damn, this is actually real fucking... I mean, we're going quick. I mean, I'm talking about with random groups. Now, with friends, obviously, right? You got some synergy going on. But in random groups, man, we're plugging through like 5.5, 6 minutes or whatever, you know? That's pretty fast for random shit, you know? You know, a lot of glaze, pretty standard. Dulux is back in the house. I can't believe how much I have to pick up Glay though, man. I pick her up a lot. Haley too. They get picked up a lot. That's the thing, like why I settled on Sharon being my like #1 for that stuff. Sharon plus the perforator, because you don't know what kind of team you're gonna get, and so there's a lot of times where there's no CC because you'll have a bunch of people in there with the last dagger or whatever, and there's no CC going on, and so the glaze keep dying. I'm over here being Mr. Invisible, picking everybody up, so it works. And then when you get an Enzo on your team, you're just like God with the Sharon. XP is nice. I mean, they all work though, right? They all work. I've done them all, and they're all enjoyable in their own way. You know me, I just like the way Sharon plays. And it's exceptionally nice against that level 30 boss because he doesn't even see you, and so he doesn't do that stupid laser beam from the sky thing that fucking hurts. I'm not running a yellow build right now. I'm running mostly a red build. Have I done a yellow build in there? No. Will it work? Actually, I think it will. Quite well. Because your main issue is that you're being targeted, right? By a lot of fucking enemies, and your skills will get a lot of that off your back. I think a skill build would be exceptional in there, and I keep forgetting. I haven't, you know, it's still kind of new. There's no hurry. God. See him just like run through everything. God, he's like the ultimate bullet dodger. What was that noise? A weird beat. There's a new series I just watched the other day. I can't remember if it was Netflix or whatever. It's called 0 Day. Did you guys see that one? With De Niro. Pretty good. It's a limited miniseries. Can't remember if it was Amazon or not, but I think it's Netflix. Yeah, ammo. I guess if you're running solo, I'm not doing level 30 solo. I'm enjoying the fact that I can group play right now. I think in group play, the ammo economy is not an issue, even though there's no Enzo. I haven't had any ammo issues whatsoever. But solo, I have. I have done it solo, and I think that it requires a multiple weapon situation, which is annoying. Totally agree with you.
Supply room access unlocked.
But I don't know if I like my options with Glay, you know, for solo, because you need to have, I feel like you need to have some sort of AoE status or crowd control. And, you know, and when I go with Glay, I don't know. I mean, you could also play your angles really good too. There's that. But I think, doesn't Glay require a multiple weapon approach too because of that same issue? Because not because of the ammo economy, but because you have to have some crowd control in there. So like using the perforator with the last dagger, I know a lot of people are doing that. Last dagger seems to be quite effective. I haven't cracked it open yet just because I don't, just not in any hurry for it. I don't need it. We got a lot of solutions right now, you know, like you could run the executioner, whatever you call it, or the smithereens. Those work pretty fucking good. Obviously we got the cavalry. I mean, and that one has an extremely nice time to kill, no doubt, but and I will unlock it. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but it's not in a hurry right now because I'm not trying to play for world record right now or ever. Is it me or is it? It's not really that exciting. You know, the whole world record thing. Some people really enjoy it, I guess. Be on that leaderboard. I mean, I guess if you're having to run it a million times anyways, might as well shoot for something. Retreat! What up, tank?
Reinforcements incoming.
Damn, some fucking ammo out there, huh? Hiding in the bushes, huh? It's the bathhouse of the 90s.
An agent needs assistance.
God damn, they're at every angle, man. See her running? Fuck, I'm about to go down too.
Medical assistance needed.
Fucking cell light, fucking coding. God, still like coding sucks. I'm so excited to get rid of that shit. God, they're fucking everywhere, and they all got special ammo. Oh.
Detected hostile supply car heavily armed.
That machine gun way the fuck out there is wailing on me. Very far away. Dizzy all the time. So they're getting rid of that too next season. That's gonna be nice.
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Thanks for watching my back, you locks. Saved my life. I think it's kind of dumb that your shield extends the status effect to you. Look, it's a shield. How's my shield getting dizzy?
Heavily armored hostile detected. Detected hostile supply convoy heavily armed. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Fuck. As blind as blind can be, huh?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Is he?
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby. Incoming hostiles detected. Agent down.
The dizzy shit is fucking life-threatening, man. Yeah, one bullet. Fuck you. It's like a random bullet, too. Loot! Get your loot. A lot of enemies in this one, huh? It's a full-scale war.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Dude's in a truck. God, that guy's annoying back there. You know that's a shotgun too, right? It's fucked up. Look how far away he is. Where is he? He's right there. Right back here. Shoot me with this fucking pump action Mossberg. Good kill, good kill. Good job, Ulux. Mag count, mag count.
Supply room access.
That's classic Division 2 though, right, Recon? Classic Division 2. I ain't even mad about it. I ain't even mad about it. It's just like, it wouldn't be the Division 2 if I wasn't getting sniped by a shotgun.
There's some cover over there.
hostiles guarding location nearby.
Nasty Glass, are you calling the shots, man? To your left, to your left.
Reinforcements en route.
They love to go behind this little fence here. It's their spot.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I miss the AK, man. I do. Looks good. I'm enjoying it. It's taking me back. Thought that was a long time ago when I played the AK.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Got enemy flanking.
Man, I really want some more scopes in this game. Don't you guys? I mean, how hard would it be to get some, like, night vision and shit going on? Some Halo sights that actually have a Halo. Infrared. Some Predator sighting. Fucking bulletproof. That guy is so bulletproof. Their backpacks are so deceiving. They're a big lie. Let's go to put a damage talent on this and see what happens. See if I like it. Go ahead and run Ranger. Because I'm playing on the deeper side. With this RPM, you could also do Strained. I don't have a ton of crits, though.
Supply room access unlocked.
I know, one of these days, they're going to give us a crosshair on our reticle. They should let you modify that. I mean, that'd be modern. That'd be a modern game. Customize your reticule. That's crazy talk, Tux. You're leaving? We got one more to go. It's close to legendary nasty. It is surprisingly tanky. Like when you got 4 players. I mean, I forgot how tanky they were when I was in there a minute ago. I'm still not used to it. You know what I mean? Like, I have to get reacquainted to it. I haven't played it that much, right? It's hard. It's hard, but it's accomplishable, you know? It's not as hard as legendary. It's not, but they are tanky. You can get overwhelmed. Come on, man. You see him running for like crazy.
Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, it's harder because it's new. I think everybody will get used to it, but and then it'll be just as easy as District Union Arena. It'll be easier, you know. It will. Every room will have a meta approach. Secured. Good job, man. All right, let's capture this next control point, and then I will release you. Poor you, Lox. It's like way. What are you, 5 hours ahead of me right now? Yeah, some of those are. Yeah, that's part of it, right? The spawns are challenging and very close quarter combat. I think next season things are going to be interesting in there because of that. So one of the reasons why it's really hard right now is because you want to run modifiers, and then the modifiers are making it harder because they got status effects all over you, you know? And that's really making it a challenge every time you poke your head out. And so since next season is going to be about close quarter combat anyways, I think we'll shine in there.
Reinforcements incoming. Civilians in distress.
Really is a bummer that they put the climax mission at the end. I mean, it's a climax mission, I get it, but like, for the long term, though, the concept of master difficulties is pretty cool, you know. I hope they rotate the factions, and I think they will, or will they? But you know, maybe next season it's gonna be a True Sons mission or an Outcast mission. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna like an Outcast mission.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, obviously it'll take a bunch of seasons, but oh, you just get modded. Sorry, man. You might have had an extra period in there. I think I saw that earlier. I just saw you got modded or blocked. It'll put you, let you back in after the timer expires. Yeah, so you know, after a cycle, you know, a year, I guess, sadly, you know, we'll have a whole array of mastery content to choose from. That'll be cool. Add to our legendaries. It's basically a really difficult, fun circuit you can put together when you combine the concept with the legendaries, you know. Where are these bungholes? Yeah, there's a lot of skill builds coming, isn't there? That's a good point. I forgot about that. Still trying to remember what the third exotic is. What's the third exotic? Oh, it's the backpack. That's right. The healer backpack, basically. Something for the raiders. Actually, I think that's a PvP thing. What do you guys think? I haven't taken a close look at the stats for PvP, but where are these bad guys at? Over here? Oh, okay. But it makes sense, you know, that damage resistance while you're picking somebody up in a PvP scenario would be pretty fucking handy. I don't know how godly it is, but for that scenario. But if you think about, I mean, I almost think that backpack is designed for PvP. Because I think for for PvE, we're all like, yeah, it'd be useful, but I don't know. How are we going to choose that over our BTSU gloves, right? On a healer build. You know, there's some unique builds you could make with it, so I'm looking forward to doing that, but you don't want to die by the hands of a duck. She is squirming. she hides it. I feel like they're always throwing a bone to PvP more than you realize. All right, Locks, you're off the hook. My man. Thanks for rolling. Thanks for riding and dying. Emote spammers. I know. Twitch is for furries. Rock, you win. Probably didn't know. I don't ever have my emojis set. They're always random. I'm not much of an emoji guy. Or emote, that is. Emote guy. In whatever game I play, I mean, they're there. I don't use them. Too busy shooting things, you know? I know. Nobody ever wants to play this rock, paper, scissors with me. Because if they didn't notice when you were in motion, you just look weird, right? You just look like, hey, how you doing there? Hiya, Georgie! That's what he does, huh? He goes around and does rock, paper, scissors with people. I want this outfit in real life. I really like this chest piece, you know, with the doll heads on it and the little voodoo bear and shit. Pretty money. Let's look up the skin a little closer. I never noticed it was there. See 007? What does that say there? Kind of looks like it says 007, doesn't it? Looks like the 007 logo. I mean, it's not though. Ain't she sweet? Just a simple metallic skin, but it's nice. It's a good texture. The way it grabs the light is nice. Did a good job with that. Could have been a lot lamer. Let's put it that way. If you put it that way. I'm not too into a lot of our skins. There's only a few of them I gravitate to. So I never tinker with these. I like this Skulls one. I mean, it's a little too pinky, but to run it full time, I get sick of it easy. I don't mind wearing pink. This one's kind of cool though. The Nexus, it reminds me of the Matrix. Some of them are just a little too plain. That one's kind of cool. I don't remember vintage. Let's go back to the blue though. Did we clean our map? I guess we did. Looks like a paintball marker. Does. Tiffany blue fits me? What are you saying? What are you saying? Did we get any caches? We got 16. Let's get a couple named in. Why? Full? Feel easy nowadays, huh? Do we have a double XP event right now? Maybe we do, huh? Did I not notice that? I forgot. I thought there might have been one more. No, it ended 2 days ago. Oh, that was a season XP event. Yeah, it's kind of lame. But I mean, I guess if you didn't close out the season, there you go. I don't think so. I think that's just, I think this is exclusive for the, yeah, it says custom AK-47 skin. It's called Crystalline. Crystalline. No, I haven't done secret. I stopped doing the, I know I'm bad. What was I doing here? Oh, buying these. Like, I don't even do my daily exotic project anymore, you know? And I mean, I should, right? It's this easy. One of the reasons why is because, like the amount of exotics I get just from random BS, exotic components that I get just from random BS is enough for whatever weapon I plan on adding expertise to, which is not very many of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't add a lot of expertise on a lot of weapons, and I feel like I'm done with that. You know what I mean? Like, Lexington, I put 27 levels on it because it was worth it. The White Death. I mean, all these weapons that you see here, basically, this one's 26, basically at peak, you know? Like, I'm not going to put expertise on every weapon. That's just no way. You know what I mean? Just no way. My recommendation is for people to just put, you know, 12 levels on any weapon that they use regularly enough, you know? And that's basically free because it's not going to cost you any exotics. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, your main pistol, whatever it's going to be, you want to load up. And I haven't done it yet on my Harvest because I'm waiting for a better one. But the Harvest is my main pistol, so eventually I'll load it up. But the D50 I had loaded up, right? And now it's trash. And that's exactly why you don't want to fucking load everything up, right? Because it hurts when they give you a new meta, right? When they shake shit up, it's a contradiction to the expertise system. And so it's just like, fuck, why do I want to, you know, I'm going to be very selective on what weapons I do. You know, of course you want to do any, like my TAC 50 I leveled up. Any of these weapons, if you use them, you want to load them up. And skills you want to load up. But, you know, my turret and my drone, but besides that, everything else is just kind of at a minimum. Or whatever. Just not really worth it. So anyways, my point is that because I know I'm not going to put 27 expertise on every single weapon, then I know that whatever random exotic components I get are going to be good enough, you know? All right, let's see what we get. So I don't go to see the Danny dude or anybody, you know? Got the apartment. Damage targets out of cover. It's a good one. You locks the. I don't know if I can gift that to you. I don't think I can I? Maybe. Let me see. We can delete. We got any space now. Yeah. Let's see if I can gift that. Can't remember if this is giftable. No, that sucks. $23, yeah. So 12 is free, you know? And then from there, like I leveled up some my XP farm build because, you know, you want that one to be unkillable. and then only the key weapons that just made sense. And some of these I just got to top off, like the mantis. It's a lot of maintenance, right? Oh, thanks, Napoleon. Appreciate you, man. I'll check that out. Napoleon!
Ha! That's my boy!
Season bounty at VRS. Oh, VRS got timed out too, huh? You guys are putting too many periods in your thing. Nasty, see how you got a period? Just to warn you there. See how you got like Doom still play and you got a period and then a question mark? And then you got rare space periods. Just be careful with that stuff because it picks it up like you're trying to drop a URL sometimes. So, you know what I mean? So just be careful with that. Just saying, just trying to help you out. I don't know why he got banned, but no, you're good, man. I appreciate you. No, that's good. I'm gonna log out. Appreciate you guys. I will be streaming tomorrow night. Don't you worry. And then we will take a break until, well, I'll take Sunday off, and then I'll be streaming on Monday morning, bright and early, 7:30 in the morning, to do the dev live stream. And then, God, we're gonna have a busy next week with the new season stuff. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Have a good night, everybody. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. You Lux, you rock. Thanks for kicking ass.